YouTube, Eric65. What's going on, YouTube? Eric6554 here, bringing you a gun review, and it is of my Glock 23, chambered in the 40 Smith & Wesson. I removed the Packmeyer tactical grip gloves because after shooting it again 2 weeks ago with them on, it didn't help as much as I thought, and the grip was too thick for my hands, so I went ahead and removed them. First off, we're going to safety check the weapon, drop the magazine, inspect the chamber, which is clear, but I'm going to go ahead and lock it back. Chamber's clear. And I also start off on the holster I used to carry it in. Blackhawk, Serpa. I love these holsters, these Serpas. I have one for my Glock 23. My Glock 22 fits in here as well. I love these holsters. They give good retention. They're modular on the back. You can change the paddle out. Your standard ones come with a belt loop like this, which I use typically, and the other one has a true paddle which goes in the inside of your pant, and this sits on the outside. Pretty good retention. Some people like leather. I kind of like leather holsters too, but for a Glock, I prefer these Serpas right now. Magazine capacity on the Glock 23 is 13+1. It's running a 4-inch barrel. It's in 40. This one's in 40 caliber. Mine came with 2 magazines. This was a law enforcement trade-in. Standard sights. That's your sight picture. Bar with a single dot. I prefer these sights over the 3-dot. Don't know why. The gun shoots phenomenal. I've had it for a year, and I've put a lot of rounds through it, and I love it. It also will take the Glock 22 magazines, and even the extended 27 rounders will fit in this gun. As you can see, it's been worn on the slide. There's the 23 and Austria. Now we're going to field strip. We're going to do a basic field strip of the weapon. To do a Glock, you take the magazine out, inspect the chamber, point in a safe direction, dry fire. You pull the slide back about an eighth of an inch, and then you press these tabs down, push forward, the slide forward, comes right off the rails. Take your recoil spring out. Your barrel. Gun is a field strip for a basic field strip. 1-piece guide rod with spring. The 27 and the 26 are tool springs, which I don't have, and the 4th gen also went to dual springs. That's part of the issue that the 19s had when they first came out. The Gen 4s was people shooting the Federal Champion, which was a lighter load for 9mm, and it was causing the gun problems. Next, I'm going to show you how to detail strip the slide. I use a small flathead screwdriver bit. I'm going to go ahead and here's your covers, the back plate. I usually just take a small screwdriver and insert it in on the back plate and push down, like so. There we go. You gotta push that down, okay? There's your back plate. firing pin. I believe that holds your firing pin block, I believe. There's your firing pin safety. Your extractor. And then there's your firing pin block and spring. Another thing is too, when you're cleaning your Glocks, if you're not going to go this far on your detail strip where you take the slide and that out, you want to hold the slide. You want to hold the slide up, and you want to take your brush and go through here so that way all your particles that you're cleaning out fall down to the bottom, down to the bottom of the slide where the barrel goes, as opposed to into the working parts. Now we're going to reassemble the gun. First thing you do is you take your firing pin safety, push it in, take your extractor. This I always put in backwards. Okay. Put that piece in. It's got a hole right here. Then you put in your firing pin. You take your cap, push down the firing pin, then you need to push that pin down, and then just go like that. Take your barrel, insert, recoil spring, let's look at the frame first. Very basic. I'm not going to disassemble the frame on camera. I've never disassembled the frame, and to be quite honest, I don't plan on doing it unless I swap some parts. I may be getting a 3.5 pound connector for this gun. This thing functions flawlessly. Very accurate, and it'll shoot about any ammo you put in it. I have fired, well, a lot. Let's go over some of the ammo I have for my Glock 23. That's 9mm, but there. Let's sorry, wrong box. That's my 45 ACP and assorted shotgun. Of course, there's one box of 40 in that box. Okay. Technical difficulties knocked one of my lights down. Okay, I shoot the Federal Champion 180 grain round nose for brass. I shoot Tula 180 grain, and the 180 grain Winchester white box. Although this stuff I don't shoot regularly, but I do shoot the 165 grain 100 round value pack, and this box is what's left over of a Remington UMC Mega Pack, which this Remington UMC Mega Pack I feel is dirtier than the Tula. However, it's brass cased and is reloadable. Then as far as defense ammo, what I use is Federal. I'll show it to you. Just give me 1 second. I gotta put some of these boxes back. I'm going to eventually, once I get some money coming in, more money coming in, I'm getting caught back up with work. I'm going to be slowly transitioning my defense ammo to Winchester PDX-1s for all my guns, but let's go over this ammo can. This is a this can I'm opening now is a 40mm grenade can. And it's all 7.62. This is also my bug out can, and this is what I'm rocking for defense. Federal Premium 40 Smith & Wesson 135 grain jacketed hollow points. These are like shooting a 9mm. I'm going to slowly switch over to either Winchester PDX-1s, which are basically Black Talons, or Hornady Critical Defense. I haven't made up my mind yet. I have PDX-1s for my Ruger P90, and I'm debating on what to go, the AK, or not the AK, the Glock 23 and 22, some 44 Magnum, my Super Black Hawk. I also don't know what I'm going to go for. And I don't know what I'm going to use in 380. I just picked up 2 new guns in the past 2 weeks. I'm going to go ahead and show those on here. Sorry guys. Sorry about that. I picked up, this is a Sears Model 54 3030. It's a basically it's a Winchester 94. I bought that last week. I paid $225 for it used. I sold my Taurus PT22 yesterday, and I picked up this at a gun show as well yesterday. I paid $287 out the door. List price was $270. Ruger LCP. Right now, this magazine, because when I worked at the gun shop, I was able to take home any ammo I found. And this is a mixed mag. It's got a PDX-1 in there, and two Hornady Critical Defenses, a Spear Gold Dot, and 2 Golden Sabers. So the nice thing about doing that is when I take this thing to the range, I can test at least a couple different defense rounds that don't cost me anything to see what gives it problems on feeding. Review will be pending for this Ruger LCP, but I got some other guns coming up, and well, I may be getting that Sig Sauer P228 I reviewed last month. I may be buying it off my buddy because he's looking to get a Springfield range officer. So I'm probably going to buy his Sig from him if he wants to sell it to me. Anyway, it's Eric6554 here, signing off.